Hi, everyone. I'm Mrs. Brown, and I'm your online math professor this semester. I'm excited to guide you through the course and help you reach your academic goals. I love getting to know my students, so never hesitate to reach out virtually, or if you see me on campus or out in public, please stop, say hi, and introduce yourself. So let's dive into the course. Before we get into Canvas, I want to encourage you to use a browser to view Canvas instead of an app. So you can view Canvas on your phone or a tablet, but the app is not always the best option. So I would encourage you to use a browser instead. You can access more and see more using that method. As you can see here, I'm in my dashboard and I have all my courses here. Closer to the semester, I'll have a to-do list up here, but I want to encourage you to actually enter the course instead of just looking at the to-do list. So I'm going to enter this course and you will see right away the modules. So my home screen is set to the modules. And I want to encourage you to go ahead and read through this first module thoroughly. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I assume at this point you can read, but please, at the very least, just read through all of these pages. I know it seems like a lot, but it's going to be everything you need to know about the course and what I expect and everything like that. One of the most important things I feel like is the notes. We do have a textbook. It is online. You will not receive a hard copy of that, but the notes I would definitely recommend printing out, double-sided, hole punch it, put it in a binder, because all of my videos go with these notes. So I made all the videos for all the lessons. These notes align directly with those videos, and it's going to help you a lot if you just go ahead and print those and fill them in. You can take your own notes if you want to, but it's going to be a lot of writing. So the notes are in there. The syllabus, you'll want to go through, read all the policies, read about the materials you'll need for the course, all the good stuff, the grading policy, all that. And then I have some frequently asked questions here. I want to walk you through, here's my information if you need to find anything. There's grades. There's a couple assignments in your first week. Even though these aren't due until the next week, the goal is for you to work on these assignments in the first week of school. So hopefully that's explanatory. And then the rest are the same way. It's due the next week, you work on it second week, so on. I want to show you Lumen. I call it Lumen because that's our publisher, but I want to show you how to navigate Lumen because I get a lot of questions on this. So when you enter the homework, I'm going to hit start. And right here, you can chat with a tutor. So if you pull this up, it's going to pull up our online tutoring. You've already paid for this in your tuition and fees, so you can use this 24/7. You don't have to pay extra for it. You can go to live help, you can schedule an appointment, or you can chat right away. Just put in what course you're in. This is math, we're in college algebra or contemporary math or whatever. And then you can connect with the tutor right away and they can help you with your homework. Or I can help you. And then to get to the next question, you can hit first question, or you can use the drop-down menu, or you can use the arrow here. So you'll see here, this is the first video. This video aligns with the first page or the first couple pages of the notes. So you'll hit play. If you want to, once you hit play, there's usually a box down here and you can make it bigger so that you can see it better. And you'll have your notes in front of you. You can use a tablet to write your notes like I do in the video, or you can use paper and you just fill it in along with the notes. When you're done watching the video, this is important, you need to click here that you've watched the video, hit submit. Okay, now you'll get credit for watching the video. Then you can go to the next question here. You can use the drop-down menu, or you can press over for the next question. You'll answer your question here. You do get 3 attempts on the homework. So let's say I do it wrong. I'm just going to type stuff in just to intentionally get it wrong so you can see. I'm going to hit submit. It's going to tell me, oh, I got one right. It's going to tell me I got these wrong. So I can redo it by getting a similar question, and that's above the question. So you get 3 of those. And then if you have done it twice and you only have one more attempt, or you just don't know what you're doing or whatever, you can use the embedded tutoring, and we call it Brain Fuse over here. Or you can message instructor and that will send me the exact question you're working on. And you can say, I keep getting point A wrong. What am I doing wrong? Or whatever you're struggling with. Don't just send a blank message. Tell me what you're struggling with. Send the message and I will get an email right away. I will respond within 48 hours. If it's a weekend, you can expect for me to respond on Monday, unless it's a holiday, and then Tuesday. Okay, and then for this question specifically, we don't need a calculator, but just for questions that you do need a calculator, there is an embedded graphing calculator. It's a little wonky on my screen, but you can use this if you don't have a handheld calculator. I would not recommend using your phone because you can't use your phone on proctored exams, but here you can type in whatever you need. You can graph x squared over plus 3, and you can see the graph. You can look at a table of values. I believe I have a how-to for that. But there's a typing screen if you need that. It's all the stuff a graphing calculator has. Okay, here it is. You hit the settings wheel, and then right here you can see a table of values. That's what I wanted to show you earlier. And then you can type in whatever values you want. So that's the graphing tool. And then when you're done, you just type in your answer, hit submit, and go to the next question. There are sometimes several videos within one lesson. So don't fret if you feel like there's more notes to be had. There might be. And then when you're done, you can just hit done. It automatically saves. If you accidentally get kicked out, that's okay. It just saves. So you should be good to go. And then you can see your score there and then go home and you're back home. Or you can hit modules, same thing. I'm going to scroll down a little bit further here. You can see within the modules, I have some tutorials. So it's really important that you actually enter the modules instead of just clicking on assignments in the to-do list, because there's a lot of stuff in here that could probably help you learn college algebra. So I've got some PDFs in here. I've got some tutorial videos that maybe aren't included in the homework or the notes. And I do have little due dates here, but there's not necessarily anything to turn in. I just have that so that it shows up for you to do. And then further down, I want to give you a heads up that we do have a midterm. It's going to be in week 8. And I've got everything you need to know about the midterm in the midterm module. I do also have some assignments due before the midterm, maybe some stuff that you can start after the midterm. But I have your instructions. I have a review video, all kinds of resources for you. You will see that there are 2 tests for the midterm. You're not taking 2 tests. You're just taking one, depending on where you test. So if you're testing on a campus or at your high school, you're going to take the password protected exam. And if you're testing at home using Respondus, which you have to pay for, you're going to use the off-campus exam. The same goes for the final. You'll see down here in the last week, we've got instructions, we've got a review, and then, no, I have the review up here. Sorry. I have the review the week before. Anyway, and you see 2 exams, you only take 1. I did mention before your free online tutoring, you can always schedule an appointment with me, but my hours are limited. The Brain Fuse tutoring is 24/7 available to you. You can chat with someone anytime, and you've already paid for it. So I do want to encourage you to use that. It is easiest to access Brain Fuse through Canvas. So if you just type in Brain Fuse to the browser, it's going to ask you to log in, and even if you type in the right credentials, it usually won't let you in. So if you just click on it through Canvas, either when I linked it in the homework or right here in the navigation, then it will log you in automatically. So it's logged me in. I'm faculty, so mine's going to look a little different than yours. Yours will look like this. So you can access that anytime. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're working on homework and you need help, then this is definitely the way to go. One last thing, I want to encourage you to fill out this tutorial hours poll for me. It's not required, but it's really going to help me set my office hours. I want to set my hours during times that most of my students are available. So in order to know that, I'm going to need you to fill out this poll for me. And probably at the end of the first week, maybe second week, I will set my hours. And when you click on this, meet with Mrs. Brown, then you can pick, I have some hours set tentatively now, but you can pick a time that works for you and we can meet via Zoom and you can ask me questions. I can tutor you, whatever you need. If you just want to chat, if you want to meet, whatever, you can set up a time to meet with me and I'm happy to Zoom with you during my available hours. So, wrong one. That is all I have for this little welcome video. Please, please, please read through the first module. Make sure you look at everything. And then I have a little syllabus quiz and an academic integrity agreement that I need you to do. And then you can go ahead and get started on the course. So if you have any questions or any concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm really looking forward to this semester. And my hope is that at the very least, you can develop an appreciation for mathematics and how it relates to the world around us. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon.